This is my second trip to Nimea Kaya. I came last year in August, September, originally wanting to, the reason I came was to address some problems in my life, problems with lifestyle and some emotional issues. Plus I had an interest in coming and trying ayahuasca. I wasn't really expecting the level of healing that I received, which turned out to be something quite physical. So a few years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called sarcoidosis, which is a disease of the lymph nodes, and a lot of people get it in their lungs, which is what I had. So I had this for about 6 or 7 years. Inflammation in the lungs, very short of breath, lung function was maybe 15% down. And it was one of these things the doctors said you can't really treat it unless it gets severe. Mine thankfully wasn't severe, it was sort of, you know, just moderate. So it was just something I thought I have to live with. Anyway, so I came to Nimea Kaya, and in the first ceremony, and in fact the first purge, was very difficult. I think all the toxins from my entire life, which were numerous, were being pulled from my body, every single fibre of my body, up into my stomach, out into my bucket. Very painful, but I also started to cough and I felt very tight-chested. I started to worry that my lung condition was flaring up right before, or right during the ceremony when there was quite a lot going on. I started to cough and something came up from my airways. It took maybe 10 minutes to come up. It was very painful, but it felt like the size of a walnut coming out from my chest into my bucket. Really quite frightening, very painful. I had a sense that something foreign was being removed from my body, and once it came up and I was just about through the purge, I took my first breath of air and it was unbelievable. My lungs felt like they were filling up beyond anything I'd felt in my sort of living memory. Very, very profound, amazing. It felt like I'd been given a new pair of lungs, but there was quite a lot going on with the medicine, other things going on. The ceremony seemed to take me down some emotional problems that I had, and those got addressed. Too many things to go into really. But as the medicine wore off on that first ceremony, I realised that my breathing was still phenomenal, and I was just in absolute awe. And in fact, every day I woke up and took my first breath and had that reminder that my lungs had indeed been healed. I just broke down in tears. I knew this medicine was for me. But that was just one part of it. To, like I say, to name all the other things that happened and to describe them would take an hour or more. Every ceremony is very different. Sometimes it seems to be healing conditions of the mind. Other times it seems to be giving you physical healing, which again I've received this time on my second trip. I've had some back issues with bulging discs and inflammation in the muscles in my back, and I've had a constant improvement with each ceremony, to the point now that my back is feeling better than it has done for a year. And the visions and experience I had were very specific to the back healing. I could feel at times the shaman working on my back, and to really put it into words is difficult, but it's real, and it's helped me. And the flight home is going to be a lot easier than the flight here, where I spent most of my time stood up. It's a fantastic place. If you've got any physical conditions or anything in your head that needs sorting out, which I think we all do, and this is calling you, I think you should come. This is probably the best place and the best holiday. It's more than a holiday, you know. It's like coming to. It's a full health retreat. You know, it's a full detoxification, a full spiritual lifting. It's amazing. I know I'll be back. So much to learn. The people here are fantastic. different people to first time in terms of the facilitators, but I've never met a bad person here. The most helpful, loving people. And another good reason for coming is the people that you meet, because they tend to be from all walks of life, but very like-minded souls. Really, really nice people. And I've made some friends for life. People from the first retreat I talked to more than friends I've had for 10, 15, 20 years. We're on Skype all the time, comparing notes, talking about our integration, and it's a great support network. And I think that is another great reason to come. And I'm looking forward to staying in touch with the people I've met with this retreat.